Hello, hi, and welcome back. As we were moving with the passage section in our previous video as well, we discussed about the reading speed, which is not difficult to develop, but what is the real concern? The real concern is to build the speed of comprehension. Students generally believe that it is possible to understand the key idea of the paragraph by just reading the first and the last sentence. But this need not be necessarily true. After depicting or writing your keywords, when you develop your central theme or thought of your paragraph, a student has to develop many skills like your logical ability. Next, ability to reason, vocabulary power, ability to infer. Next is analytical ability, and most important, of course, the reading speed. Not just reading speed, but the speed of comprehension, to comprehend, to get the idea, the central theme from your paragraph. In very short and crisp manner, if I'll say, to understand what you are reading is to get involved with the passage. So here's the next passage for today. Here is passage 2. Some people say that man's desire for war is due to his fight for survival, and that war is necessary to preserve his virility. Yet, war nowadays leaves a legacy of the weakest men and stimulates not the noble but the bestial qualities of mankind. Adventure of some kind is necessary for men. He will inevitably deteriorate physically and mentally if his life is one of ease and luxury. There will be monotonous life, lived in an atmosphere of safety first. This is a real reason behind our love of sports in the open air. It is no use being a millionaire if one suffers from chronic indigestion. A tramp with good innards is far happier. Here, tramp means you can say walk noisily, and innards means the internal working of some machine or some internal organ or entrails, you can say. Nothing that money can buy is worthwhile without good health. There is no better way to perfect your health and physical fitness than to walk over or climb hills and mountains. Just take a screenshot of this slide because I am going to change it for another paragraph. But mountains give us much more than mere physical fitness. What? They exercise the mental faculties as well. Climbing is a high and difficult peak is as much a mental exercise as a physical exercise. It calls for sense and judgment for what? For planning and thinking ahead, for anticipating difficulty and danger, for responsibility towards one's companions. And best of all, it brings the mountaineer into touch with the beauties of the universe. I hope it's clear to you. Now let's have a look at the questions, then we will find out the answers among the paragraph given to us. So first question is, what is the best advantage mountaineering brings to an adventurer? Is it art of planning, thinking ahead, responsibility towards companions, or contact with the beauties of the universe? I think we just left the answer in our last line of the last paragraph. Here it is. The best of all, it brings the mountaineer into touch with the beauties of the universe. So, what is the best advantage? It is the contact, option D, contact with the beauties of the universe. Moving to another questions. Here is the second question for you. Which is the best way to perfect health and physical fitness according to the passage? Option A, fighting. Option B, seek inward happiness. Next, live a life of luxury or climb hills and mountains. In our paragraph, we are talking about the importance of climbing hills and mountains, because they are not only they are providing us a manner of physical exercise, but a way of mental exercise as well. So it can be another way to perfect health and physical fitness, but as per our passage, option is D, that climbing hills and mountains. Next, question number 3. War nowadays stimulates what? The noble qualities of mankind, man's virility, bestial qualities of mankind, or man's fight for survival. Let's have a look at the paragraph first. I think now you can take a guess of your answer in the very last line of the very first paragraph, that yet war nowadays leaves a legacy of the weakest men and stimulates not the noble but the bestial qualities of mankind. And that is the answer for your question number 3. That war nowadays stimulates bestial qualities of mankind. Next is, if a man leads a life in an atmosphere of safety first, he will improve physically and mentally, deteriorate physically and mentally, improve physically but deteriorate mentally, improve mentally but deteriorate physically. If you look at your paragraph, here you can find your answer, that he will inevitably deteriorate physically and mentally if his life one of ease, luxury, lived in atmosphere of safety first. So he will deteriorate physically as well as mentally. So the option is option B. Next one is, according to the passage, nothing that money can buy is worthwhile. What? Without love of sports, without adventure, without good health, and without good mental faculties. Of course, we have stressed on the idea of having good health in this paragraph. So according to the passage, nothing that money can buy is worthwhile without your good health. If you don't have good health, that means you are not exactly happy as you should be. Thank you so much for being with us. Stay happy, stay connected. Goodbye.